Well, I want to say this to DC Comics. I only ever criticized you because I care about you, because I worked for you for 20 years. It was a different version of the company, certainly, but I worked there for 20 years, and I actually care. I see you going down the wrong road, and I want to say, hey, stop that. But you know what? When you do something right, when you do something good, I got to give you a little bit of applause here. Good job. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name's Ethan Van Sciver, 29-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, disarming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Sopranos fan and trusted member of the media. Here's another couple of media outlet sites for you other than Comic Artist Pro Secrets. IGN. Flashpoint Beyond resurrects DC's most important alternate universe. Most important alternate universe. They've got 52 alternate universes. Geoff Johns revives his alternate DC universe as Thomas Wayne confronts the most important case of his costume career. Now, this would have read like nothing. This would have read like no big deal 5 years ago, 7 years ago. Now they're burying the lead. IGN can exclusively announce that original Flashpoint writer Geoff Johns is returning to this world in a new limited series dubbed Flashpoint Beyond. And aren't they salty about it? Geoff Johns returns to DC Comics for Flashpoint Beyond event. Here's Rich Johnson crying about it, trying to start trouble. Aside from a Stargirl short story, Geoff Johns has been out. He's been on outs with DC Comics for some time. Well, I mean, I don't think he's been on the outs with them. I think that he probably didn't get the deal that he wanted to get for his Geiger miniseries. He figured he could do better over an Image. So he took his creator-owned book, The Image. But anyway, now he's back at DC Comics with a big project that's a sequel to his Flashpoint event from over 10 years ago, Flashpoint Beyond. Look at this. This looks great. I'm not recommending this. I don't want to recommend any corporate comics at all. I'm not saying that you should buy this at all. I'm not going to say that. But what I am saying is this is interesting. You're going to see people reacting to this on Twitter with extreme hostility. Look at this. Geoff Johns, huh? Ooh, yeah, what are you talking about? What are you guys talking about when you say this? We got one guy here who goes, Geoff Johns is a racist. Since when? When is Geoff Johns a racist? Yeah, a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? When did Geoff Johns become a racist? Geoff Johns became a racist the minute he told Ray Fisher not to bring his petty creative disagreements, I don't want to say booyah, to studio head Toby Emmerich. This is the truth right here, and they can suck on it. The entire reason why Toby Emmerich and Walter Hamada and Geoff Johns are caught up in this incredibly annoying PR web is because they tried to talk sense to Ray Fisher, who is, despite what he says, it's not about accountability over entertainment. It's about activism over talent. This guy is all about activism. He's all about basically extorting, using allegations of racism, Warner Media in order to get Zack Snyder, the Snyderverse back in production again, or to get the Snyder cut finally on HBO Max, which, listen, good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I got a nice big fat royalty check for that just 2 days ago. But that's what he did. I mean, he basically, manipulated. He race baited Warner Brothers. He race baited DC in order to get his way on behalf of his friend, Zack Snyder, who promised him that the movie Justice League would be all about Cyborg and he would be listened to. Ray Fisher would be listened to. All of his thoughts about what a black superhero should be, the first black superhero in the DCEU. He was pandered to. He was treated with kid gloves. And when Zack Snyder could no longer finish the movie, and it was going to be a 4-hour epic snooze fest, Joss Whedon came in to finish the movie, bring it down to 2 hours and just put it out. His job was to make it fun. I mean, I honestly, I don't like Joss Whedon at all. But poor Joss Whedon, that was an impossible task. Once that happened, Ray Fisher went to Joss Whedon and tried to bully him into compliance. Joss Whedon said, "Who are you again?" And ignored all of his notes. Ray Fisher decided to just be obstinate on the set when he was asked by Joss Whedon to say "booyah" as Cyborg, because the cartoon version of Cyborg, that was his catchphrase. Ray Fisher disagreed, refused to do it, and his agents called studio chief Toby Emmerich to say they're not listening to Ray Fisher on the set of Justice League, a movie that was $300 million in debt and troubled. behind in production, all of this stuff. And, Ray Fisher was the guy who didn't want to play ball. He was causing trouble. Geoff Johns took him to lunch and basically said, hey, listen, right? You're going to get a bad reputation around here if you do that. If you're calling somebody as important as Toby Emmerich to just sit there and complain about that you don't want to say this one line, you're not going to work here. Just a friendly warning. Ray Fisher, that's a threat. You're a bigot. You're a racist. And the smear machine began to go into production about Geoff Johns. Geoff Johns, who is not racist. He was married to a black woman for a long time. He's married to an Asian woman now. Geoff Johns, not a racist, just trying to do his job on the movie set and bring this movie in the way Warner Brothers wanted it. Ray Fisher certainly did. Manipulate everybody around him. And when Ray Fisher went to Walter Hamada to complain, and Walter said, no, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, then Walter Hamada becomes a racist. And Toby Emmerich becomes, everybody who doesn't give Ray Fisher what he wants becomes a racist. And Ray Fisher is working on behalf of Zack Snyder and Zack Snyder's interests. So you can draw your own conclusions there. How do I feel about this? This is great. I don't give a damn about Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher has not contributed anything to DC Comics. Nothing. He has not contributed anything to these characters. He's not contributed anything to comics or superhero movies except for static and more activism and more allegations, faulty allegations, destructive allegations, destroying actual creative people with creative talent who over the course of 25 years have proven time and time again to be able to sell comics. Why is he doing this? And why are comic book fans putting up with it? Bullied. I really don't know. I don't understand. But here's the thing. I am very happy about this. It's not even the Geoff Johns thing. Can Flashpoint stop getting shoved down our throats already? Geoff Johns ran out of Alan Moore stories. These guys, how soon you forget? How soon you forget all of the great stuff that Geoff Johns did over the years? It makes me just very sad for everybody. But here's the truth of the matter. Twitter is going to cry. I like that Twitter is going to cry. It's always a good thing when Twitter is unhappy. Whenever Twitter is unhappy and complaining about something, it's because a good person is getting work, is being rewarded on merit, on popularity, and they deserve it, and Twitter is unhappy. Geoff Johns getting to work at DC again. This is absolutely fantastic news. Speak the truth. Always speak the truth. Don't be afraid. This is the truth. I'm afraid. I said, don't be afraid. I said, this is the truth. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. This is just flat out the truth. And it is sad. After all the research I did, I could not find what the problem is. It really just did seem like Zack Snyder mobilizing Ray Fisher to, cause PR problems in order to get his way and regain control of the DCEU and the Snyderverse, as it were. It didn't work. It really didn't work. And I'm afraid Zack Snyder, probably, even though he has an army of fans on Twitter now, who he has also mobilized and programmed, I don't think he's going to get to do another DC EU movie. And I think that's probably for the best. In the meantime, Geoff Johns is getting to do his comics, and that's where he shines. Geoff Johns doing Justice League, doing Flash, doing Batman, Flashpoint stuff, alternate reality. This is Thomas Wayne, who is Bruce Wayne's dad, who was Batman in this reality. I'm not saying buy this because I don't promote any I don't promote any corporate comics. I'm just saying if you were going to buy a corporate comic, this might be the one. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. I hope you subscribe this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video, please. Celebrate. Some things are going okay out there. Some things are actually working and making sense. While you're here, think about backing Cyberfrog Blood Honey box. Think about backing the action figure campaign here. Get a Cyberfrog action figure. These are in production right now, but there's still time for you to get yours, claim yours. And we would definitely appreciate your support in doing that. The links are all below in the description. Thank you, everyone. I will see you again. I'll see you again soon for... How come I can't stop sharing? I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye-bye.
My name is Heather Swain. Philadelphia has always been my home. Life was good until it happened. I I'm friends with a cybernetic enhanced human-like frog created to save Earth. Nobody appreciated or understood him, but I did. We were good friends who enjoyed hanging out with a bucket from the chicken fry. Just me, Cyberfrog, and his very large brother, Salamandroid. Until the invasion hit. They rained from the sky. These space invader giant hornets attacked everyone, killing more than could stay alive, and covered the earth with giant blood honey hives. They can't fly near trees, so we hid in the woods, burning endless fires to keep them away, wearing red so they can't see and kill us all. The last time I saw Cyberfrog, he told me he'd track me down, but it's been decades, and there's been no sign of him. Yet I can't shake the feeling he is not gone. I believe he will return again. We need Cyberfrog and his brother Salamandroid to return and fight off these invaders, to take back our wrecked planet so we can live without fear. If you see my friend Cyberfrog, tell him I need him. We need him to save the world. This is Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. Join the fight.